say a little prayer, get your money, man. Life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away and be hopeful.
Greetings and welcome to our first ever episode of Let's Talk About It with Miss Williams. So the purpose of this series is to kind of talk about a lot of educational hot topics. So for today's very first episode, we're going to talk about advocating for your child and IEPs. So, an IEP is an individualized educational program or plan that is specifically designed for your student because we have seen as an educator maybe a disability that your student has in the classroom, and this will offer them some further support. Now, I know no parent really wants to hear that word disability as it is associated with their student, but we really kind of have to remove the stigma that is associated with that word and kind of reframe our thinking. So, by definition, in education, a disability is just your child's inability to learn, but it's not attached to a health factor or something sensory related or their intellectual abilities. It literally just means that they learn differently than the other students in the classroom. They learn differently than maybe I learned, than you learned. That is okay. Let you in on a little secret. So teachers are always having to do these things called professional developments, but the one everybody has to always go to is on differentiated instruction. So what does that mean? It literally just means that as a teacher, I have to learn different ways to teach different students. Why is that? Because every child who enters my classroom learns differently. So an IEP just provides a little extra support on top of the support that I'm already going to give your child. So if your child's teacher comes to you and they suggest moving forward with the IEP process, before you kind of shut them down, before you get angry, before you panic and get worried, take a minute to just kind of process that. Think about all of the ways that your child has learned, things that you may have noticed that you might have missed. Ask questions. Ask them how they came to this conclusion. What proof do they have? What does the data suggest? How would the IEP help them? Ask those kind of questions before you just immediately shoot the idea down. Now, I will say this, while the teacher does have some extra insight on what your student is doing in the classroom, nobody knows your child better than you do. You know their strengths, you know their weaknesses, you know what they like, you know what they don't like, you know your child. Well, you know them for the most part. For real. I say all this to say, if you notice that your child is not grasping the information the way that you feel like they should, don't allow the teacher or any other educator for that matter tell you that they're just not focused or they're just daydreaming or they just don't get it. Advocate for your child. Push them. Tell them that you want to move forward with the IEP process. So this particular topic reminds me of one of our elevators who is a middle school student who was told a lot that he was moving too slow or that he wasn't focused or that he was just always daydreaming, and constantly hearing that and feeling rushed and all of the pressure like really took his confidence away. But he had a mother who really truly advocated for him. She listened to those buzzwords that he was not focused, that he was daydreaming, that he was taking too long, and decided that she was going to do something about it. So just about every day she sent emails, she made phone calls, she went up to the school to advocate for her child and suggest that she wanted to put her child on an IEP. But the school kept saying he doesn't need that, he just moves too slow. But she kept pushing and she kept pushing. And when she did that, they discovered that based on the data, he did need those accommodations. So they were able to put him on an IEP. And because of that, he's now more focused. His confidence is coming back. He was given the accommodations he needed. Now he's getting straight A's in class, all because he had a mother who really truly advocated for him because she knew her child. So if you are a parent like that and you feel that your child needs to be on an IEP, there are a couple of steps that you need to take. First, write a certified letter to your child's school. In that letter, specifically state that you want your child evaluated for an IEP or 504 plan. The school has 30 days to set up a meeting with you. During that meeting, you will be given some information about what the IEP process looks like, what the RTI process looks like, and what your next steps will be moving forward. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to Let's Talk About It with Miss Williams, where we discuss educational hot topics. If there's ever a topic that you'd like me to discuss, please feel free to drop it in the comments or send me a direct message. In the meantime, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, Ready, Set, Elevate. Follow us on Instagram at ReadySetElevate_tutoring, or visit our website for more information, www.rsetutoring.com. Thank you.